we want to prove something mindset. You're not in. I mean, we want an abundance mindset. We want to be thinking big numbers. I mean, Jafar.
Yeah.
There's no. He's a big thinker. Like that's. So I understand. The only reason you're going so small is because your confidence is low. Okay. So let's build your confidence. That's the only thing we need to do. Okay. So I get it on this one, but you're going to lose money on this because there's nobody that's going to buy it. Again, if you want to do a good deed and get it to the finish line, go on Facebook Marketplace. What is the neighborhood?
It's
Detroit.
Like, yeah.
How's the crime in that area?
Not great. Gonna be honest.
Okay.
It's this neighborhood specifically. We looked at a crime map and it's not bad, but the general area is not great.
But you've got somebody who is ailing and they're in here, and so it's not like they're going to go anywhere. Is what
exactly? Yeah,
what you're saying.
Yeah.
They can't because they've got to be there. So, you're being a nice guy. The owner is the one asking. Yeah, there's a lot of crime.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. If you scroll in and get really close, there's only been a few close by. I think the owner is going to be the winner here. But he or she is putting a lot of stipulations on you that, hey, I want to keep the person in here. At $600 a month. I mean, I'm seeing it for sale for $20,000. So you offered $15,000 over.
If the I mean, without the tenant in there, this is cash flowing. Like,
is going to be the winner.
400 a month, 500, but. Yeah.
Okay, but in this situation where we are definitely.
Yeah.
So why aren't we just offering them what they're asking? The 20,000. Did you start there?
We did. Monthly payments were too low, and so they weren't going to take the seller finance. They got a cash offer at like 20. I think it was like 24.
You know, the greatest thing that could happen to you is that cash offer takes over and you don't get this house and you don't have to deal with
it. I think that's fair. I mean, this is
it'll be the best thing that ever happened to you. Hey, I'll help you find deals, no problem. Like that's anytime you want to come in here. I think you were talking to one of my VAs, Marilyn.
That was yes, yeah.
She's awesome, and she's like, hey, you got to get a hold of Quentin. So let me help you out. Like, and who are your partners? Are they in here right now?
No, they're not. I'm kind of like I don't know. I'm doing a lot of the networking. They're doing a lot of the lead gen. This was something that one of my buddies brought to me.
There's no need for lead gen. Okay. Because I want all three of you. There's three of you?
4 of us.
4 of you. Okay. There shouldn't be one person calling. Are you the only one calling? Is that what you're saying?
Me and her name is Bree. Her and I are doing most of the calling.
I want all 4 of you to be calling, first of all.
Yeah.
Lead. What's that?
I was just going to say that I'm trying to get, there's 2 more that I'm trying to get more, like when they're lead generating, I want them to qualify it too. Like even if we're closing, I'm hoping for them to do more calls, but.
Absolutely. Okay. So lead gen is for suckers, I think. It's people that, and it's what's happening when you're lead genning is it's usually at night and you're making a list of things to call the next day. Am I right? Is that what we're talking about?
Sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, that's
okay. So my feeling, and it's really worked well, is that when you're looking for these houses, and let's just say this one, for instance, $70,000. I look at it for this long. I go, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to call on it because I know it rents for $1,500. It's $70,000. I know that's going to cash flow positive, so I call on it, and that's it. Because so many people will say, I'm going to do a seller finance on this one. I'm like, no, you're going to do whatever is called for. You don't get to decide that this is going to be a seller finance. The seller does. And so this is a great house. I just happened upon it. It's in Detroit, probably in the same bad neighborhood, but it's a 3 bedroom, 3 bath. And so it's renting for 1,500. I don't even mess around. I go right away and like you just saw all my underwriting. That's all I do. And
Yeah.
then I call.
That's something that I will say my group spends a little bit too much time doing. So I like yours a little bit more.
You know why you're doing it though? It's to justify your existence, honestly. And we all go, oh, man, I've been working so hard. I've had people that came to me and they said, yeah, I've been wholesaling for about 3 years now. And I'm like, oh, wow. How many phone calls have you made in that time, do you think? And they go, well, yeah, I haven't gotten on the phone yet because I'm doing my numbers, I'm making sure everything, and I've found some great deals. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't find anything.
Yeah.
It's like having an amazing product and not advertising it to anybody. You know what I mean? Like you could have something that cures cancer, but if you don't advertise it, if you don't market it, and so you're marketing yourself to buying these houses, you have to make the phone call. It's got to be, that's the main thing. Or is everybody in class during the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
What time do they start?
Different times. I mean, most of us start at 10 and then get out at like 5. But there's some of us that start earlier, some of us that end later.
Okay, so if you're starting at 10, that means if you're up at 7, if you're up at 6, you got a good 2 or 3 hours on East Coast because you're on the West Coast. So you can get up early. I get into the office every morning before 6 o'clock in the morning, and I start calling East Coast. It's just the way I do it because
So where are you physically located?
I'm in California, Newport.
California. Okay, sweet.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'd love to talk to all 4 of you guys. If you ever want to set up a Zoom call or something, and we can do it at any time. If you want to do it at night.
I sent you a friend request.
Yeah, let's do a Zoom call. I'm going to beat you guys up because I think y'all need it. How old what year in school are you guys?
This is my final year. And then 2 of us are freshmen, 2 of us are going like graduating. I'm only a 3rd year, but I'm graduating early.
Okay, because you're smart. And where's home?
My home is actually at Oregon. I was born in Corvallis, so.
Oh, okay, cool. So you stayed.
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah, let's set up time. DM me or even talk to Marilyn, and she will set up a time. We're going to talk to all 4 of you because I want you guys all on the phone. That's 4 times the amount of people making phone calls.
Yeah,
you and one person, like 2 people doing phone calls, when you have 4 is just silly. So you're going to do way better. And take this property because call on this one today.
Okay. Here, I'm just going to take a photo of you.
Here, I'll send it to you in your DMs.
Perfect. Yeah, something I love is learning in public. So I'm.
Why'd you make that sound dirty? What?
What?
I like to learn in public. No, and I've never done any kind of this Discord. I just started about a year ago, and I mean, I learned everything I did from Richard.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah,
super
that's
great.
awesome. I mean, he also went to Oregon State, right? So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When he lives in Portland, so.
Yes. Yeah. No, I was following his model for a bit, and honestly, like over the summer is really when I started getting into this. I've been, following it since high school, but like really getting into real estate over the summer. And I liked your approach a lot more than Richard's, and so that's what got me into Wholesale Atlas and everything.
Oh, good. Yeah, Atlas makes. Again, Richard is incredibly smart, and so his brains kind of get in the way. It trips. I mean, he's killing it, and he's got people throwing $20 at him every month, and so that's where he's making his the majority of his money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to simplify because when I was in there, I was like, geez, it's so complicated, and the offer oven and all that stuff. So yeah, let me get all 4 of you guys on the phone.
Okay.
Or we'll do a Zoom call so we can see your faces and talk to you guys because I want to simplify this for you guys and just start because I've banging these out and getting on the phone with realtors, and even if the house that you're calling on doesn't work out, they've got like 6 pocket listings that they're dying to get to you. And so building your network is way 10 times more important than building your underwriting on one single property. And so when you have your lawyer and your TC and your realtors and your buyers that you trust and all those people, then you become a business. But just underwriting, it's just a huge waste of time.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everything that you give me. I'll say it a little less dirty this time, but learning in public is great. So I appreciate it.
Okay,
yeah,
what else did you have? I know you had some other properties, yeah?
Yes, I got this one. I was waiting for Bree to send it over, but we got 1439 Menager Avenue. That's Menager Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee.
Got it. Okay. And
This
do you
one
understand what I'm saying about this one?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's a little duplex, yeah?
It used to be. This one's also weird. I
Yeah.
don't know if this one will work at all, but
yeah, because it's that is weird. Because they just cut it off and made it a porch, the other door.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Are there 2 kitchens?
I think so. Yeah, they were gonna convert it into a single family. They took down the wall, changed the porch, but then left everything else. And this one, they are willing to take seller finance on it.
Great.
They are. What's up?
That's great. Anytime you can get seller finance, it's awesome.
Yeah, this one, they super motivated. They just want to cut a check. They got into a portfolio, they lost it. Bree has been the main point of contact on this one.
Okay.
So I haven't talked to the seller myself, but everything she's telling me is that all that needs done is like to get it rent ready is toilet and a sink in the other bathroom.
Okay.
And then yeah, they already accepted that they're going to lose money on this. So at least if they can make their money back over time, seller finance seems like a better option for them.
Oh, great. Okay, so let me know. You've gone in. You said seller finance at their asking price, right?
Yeah. Not
Oh,
over.
good.
Not over. Yes, I know.
So let me explain. I mean, because Richard will go way over asking price right out of the gate, and so he misses out on the negotiating part. So if you start here, you can move somewhere. If you just give them your best and final, you lose money on some things, and you can't go anywhere. You can't negotiate. Okay, so I do 5%. Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Down payment's $3,500. Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to assume the rents are on the low end at $1,300. Is that fair?
Yeah, we're going like even worse.
Good.
Like,
I always want to go worse. What, 12?
Yeah, we were doing 11 to 12. We comped both numbers, but 12 was what we stuck at.
Okay, so let's go 1,200. And do you know my rule with seller financing? What you pay, what you give the seller? It's really hard math.
Okay.
You ready? You take 1,200 and you divide it by 4. You give them 25% of the rent. Okay,
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
300 bucks for them. You'll cash flow 561. You'll have a huge COC.
That's
And the very most important is 10 years if you can get it.
Yeah.
Start there. Again, it's a negotiation. But the very most important thing in this whole deal is this is massively sellable. Okay. Yeah. And that's what we care about. So you remember how you guys were like, oh, it's not that bad of a deal. This is an excellent deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you are promising a buyer over $500 a month. And it's incredibly doable. You're not pushing it. You're not trying. Yeah, is the neighborhood okay?
It's still. I know you hate not great, but it's not bad. The other one was much worse.
Okay. Let's see. But again, I mean, you can have bad neighborhoods. People have to live in bad neighborhoods. I mean, there's human beings. I used to shoot news And in LA, I would go into Compton, and the people are amazing. They're sweet, and they just have, there's a bad reputation because of all the gangs and everything. Oh.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well,
okay. Wait, you're using Spot Crime?
yeah.
Okay, I need to switch over to that because the crime map that
It's not bad. There's not shootings, okay? So I
yeah
don't have a problem with graffiti. There's 2 arrests in, like, you're okay.
yeah
Like you said, it's not amazing, but it's okay. But what is great is this deal. And so if they bite on this, and you can come down here and generate the email, right?
yeah
Okay. So when I do this, I take closing costs to be covered by us. I take it out of there. Okay. Again, it's a negotiation. So if you're close and they're like, I don't know, geez, what do we do? Say, you know what? How about if I cover the closing costs? I don't give that away at the beginning.
okay
Okay. So that's something you can say for, when they're on the fence. The other thing, and just so you understand seller financing, this number you want to never change if you can get away with it, because this number will stay the same. But if you have to, and if in the negotiation it makes them happier, you want to go up to 75,000, it does not change this number. Okay, you're still cash flowing 561. The only number that changes is down here. It's your balloon payment.
yeah.
So now
That makes
instead of 30,000, now it's 35,000. Okay.
Gotcha. And
So
this is assuming okay, this is assuming no interest then.
always no interest. There's no reason to pay interest. Yeah. And when somebody says, "Oh, what's my interest?" Say, "Well, you know what? I'll overpay you $5,000. How about that?" Then your interest is in there. They're not doing the math. They don't understand that 5,000 is nothing compared to how much interest you would be paying at 7%. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I would do. That's and all that underwriting, because of Wholesale Atlas, you can do on the fly while you're talking to them. You can just start putting these numbers in because it's so freaking easy. Because you're really only putting in, I mean, these are all auto-populated usually because I put 5% here. The only thing you're putting is rent and how much you're going to pay them.
Yeah.
That's really all the math you have to do. And so your 2 guys that are underwriting, that should take them about 12 seconds. And so what are they doing with the rest of their day?
That's true. That's a good point.
Get them on the ding phone. Because
Yeah.
again, building the rapport with the realtors and finding out what's going on, and I mean, this one. You're like, hey, they just went out. They know they're going to lose money. Perfect. Instead of the one that you brought me first, which is, oh, the lady's there and she's going to live there and she's not going to pay the real rents, and I just feel so bad and I want to help out, and in the end, you don't. Karma's there, it's great, but in the end, 2 years down the road, you're gonna be like, why did I do that? As a buyer. So there you have it. Okay, so that's the other one. What? And you had one more?
I do. I mean, if you got time for one more.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, this one,
Mm-hmm.
this next one, I'm gonna take your approach, bring it over to Liam, is the one that brought it to me. I'll just show him how to do it.
Okay.
Just show him how to do it your way.
Yeah, just get them on the phone. And I mean, you can call. The beauty is we live on the West Coast, and so we can call. We can call after school. I mean, call people and tell them, never be afraid to call people. Like, I don't care what time it is. It's 7:00. Yeah, 8:00. I'll call.
Leave a message.
Not even that. I want to get them. And the other part of it is call. If they don't answer, you better call them back 4 times. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, that's rude. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not. I mean, they'll answer the phone. They'll forget that was rude in about 30 seconds. I've had several people, and not the majority ever, say, "What's going on? Why are you calling me? Like, why are you calling me 4 times?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I was going to ask about this property." They're like, oh, okay. Well, yeah. What do you want? And so they start off angry, but you got to turn them. You got to make them. Just that's their job. That's where they make their money. We can help them make money. So get those other two on the phone for sure.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. But
Okay. DM me what you signed up with Atlas.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'll make sure I'll talk to them right here. Let's do it right now so I don't forget.
Yeah. Let me pull that. I'll just pull up like the. Here, let me go to.
And did you sign up under my my promo code and save 25% off the first one?
I didn't. Literally I signed up and then I saw a YouTube video where you had the promo code.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, okay.
Here, let me get. I'm sending.
You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell them that you signed up under my code and get you the discount too. So
you're the best, man.
Well, no, and I mean they'll understand. They're good guys. I mean, and they do comp GTP too. GPT. I always get it wrong.
Yeah, I just pulled that one up. Is that one free to use?
No, that's $20 a month too, and I think I have a promo code for that too. Marilyn will put it in the. That one's awesome. Also, I have a 16-year-old that works with me. I guess we're partners. I wouldn't. Well, that sounds weird too. This kid in New Jersey. I've been talking to him for the last year, and he's a good kid, and he's working hard, and he's doing everything. We're putting together a thing called Deal PMS, and it's a property management system. And so it's going to have a way of like searching on Zillow so you can see if a deal is 1%, just like Rita. We're stealing that idea from them because they give that away for free. So, but that's going to be another one that's coming out. And so Deal PMS, we're gonna start with a free search tool so everybody can kind of sign up and see it. But it will turn into all the different things you need all along the way to get things done. So check that out too. Okay. Did you DM me your? Yep, you did.
Yeah, I just gave you the full support email just so you can get like reference codes and stuff.
Okay. And then I need your. Okay, it's in there too.
Yeah. Again, thank you. And I mean, if you're cool bringing me on more, I'll be spending more mornings with you. Like,
here's the deal. I've got about 5 of you guys that come in consistently, and I'm going to make as much effort as I can to help you guys. One, I helped him get on his very first phone call. He was scared to death. It was awesome. And a couple weeks ago, he closed a $50,000 deal.
Way to go. Way to go.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And another one, scared to death, get on the phone, comes in every day. He might be here. His name is Tyrell, and he goes by, I don't think he's here this morning. But yeah, he was the same way. And he's just closed his second deal 3 days ago. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, I do it for free, and it's because I want to build an army with you guys. And I want to, because you're going to find deals. Every deal I've bought has been from a student. And so I'm like, well, geez, let's build better soldiers and have you guys go out and find these things.
Can I ask your specific buy box? I mean, like, I know 0% is your thing.
Yeah, 0% interest on a seller finance. I will look at seller finance, anything seller finance all day long. Okay. I also do sub 2s where I get where I offer nothing to the buyer. Oh, there it is. Maryland's so good. Maryland's like my brain. So that's pretty much my buy box. But killer deals all day long, and I'll JV with you on every single thing you do until you start understanding how to find the buyers. And the way I do JVs is I do 30% you, 30% me, 40% whoever finds the buyer. Okay.
I like that.
And that way you're motivated to go find the buyer. You guys can go on Facebook Marketplace and find buyers. And Facebook Marketplace is so great because it's so specific to neighborhoods. I bought Investor Lift, which is horribly expensive.
Yeah. Is that worth it though?
It's what you put into it. So I'm going to put it that way. So it was expensive, but it gives you everything you could ever want. So I would say yes, it's worth it. But you have to make sure you use the crap out of it.
It's not a starter. It's not a starter tool.
No, it's a $20,000 a year
That's brutal.
program.
Even
And
more than I
so,
thought it was.
but yeah, no. So, but you get a deal and you're good. You know, it's one of those things that. So you just have to fight for it, and it's mine's coming up for renewal, and I'll probably renew because I've been pretty happy with it.
That's good to hear.
Okay, so one of my students signed up, and you did not get you signed up for Atlas, right?
Yeah, the Atlas mode, and to get access to buy boxes, and I can't.
Yeah, the buy box is free, and you know about atlas.com? The atlas.com is just kind of the marketplace that's free as well.
When I go to it, it says that you don't have access.
Huh.
Like you're talking about the tabs up top, right?
No, I'm talking about a whole different website. Here, let me show
okay.
you. And we're building, like, it's called theatlas.com. And so this is it. It's just a whole bunch of, I mean, it's like an eBay where you can drop your properties.
Okay.
Yeah, so sign up for that. That one's free because they want you in there as a buyer.
Okay.
Okay, one of the students sign up for the Atlas. Okay, I sent it to him. He'll be on that. They're really responsive. We've worked together constantly. They're super good dudes.
Well, again, thank you.
Absolutely, anytime. And seriously, get your folks in here too. And it's cool that you're leading because you can't do this by yourself.
Yes. No, I know. That's if I ever get into a position where, like, you know, I'm teaching people how to do this, I'm gonna, you know, my number one tip is gonna be find people to work with.
Oh, absolutely, because it keeps you motivated. You guys keep me motivated. I get on and I search so much harder and faster in the morning with you guys than I do when I'm by myself because I find other distractions. I'm good at, like, oh, now I'm going to go sweep the floor. Yeah, so it's and we all do the same thing. It's all like just human nature, the things that we do. But definitely take me up on getting your guys all in on
Yes.
Zoom.
Yeah. What kind? I mean, briefly, I'm sure you have like a calendar to look at, but like, what's your availability?
Anytime. You just let me know. I'll make myself available.
Sweet.
Totally.
I appreciate that so much. I'll let them know. Maybe
I can do nights too. If everybody's better, like after 7 or something, no problem.
Yeah, honestly, Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Sweet.
I will.
I will.
I think I have a. What is that? Callan, C-A-L. I hate that word. Calendly.
Calendly. It's tough to say.
I'll tell you what. Hey, Marilyn, can you put him on the Calendly so we can set it up for tomorrow at 7? Or if you guys want to do, I'd love to see you guys first thing in the morning. So if you want to do early morning too.
I mean, I'm fine with mornings, but I'd have to get everybody fine with mornings.
You know what kind of people sleep in?
I mean, I can think of a few.
Poor people. Poor people.
Okay. I'll let them know that. I'll tell them.
Yeah, I'll send you the Calendly link. Let's see if I can. I haven't used it in a minute. Yeah, Hey, Marilyn, let's send him my Calendly, and we'll set it up for whenever they can do it.
Yeah, I will DM.
Perfect.
I'll DM it to him.
Okay, she'll DM it to you. You'll be all
Awesome.
set.
Thank you so much.
No, good stuff. And seriously, do not hesitate to come as much as possible. You're going to have questions constantly. You can DM me throughout the day. All your guys can DM me throughout the day. I'll answer questions all day long.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're okay with it, you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Don't, you can't scare me.
Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate
Alrighty.
it, Trent. Have a great day, man.
Later. Marco, what do you got?
I just need help getting the contact info for a realtor. I sent you the DM of the property.
Okay, check it out. You know, and that beauty salon, she sent the. Did you get a second inside view of the beauty salon?
I just got the 3 videos I sent you.
Yeah, she sent me 4, but just 1 from the inside. And I was like, hey, is that all you got? And it was terrible. It was just like 1 room. She's like, this is inside. I'm like, okay, I need more. Okay, you need realtor. So this is a realtor, right?
Yeah, the number I called, it just goes to a deadline.
Oh, completely dead, huh?
Yeah, like it's not an active number at all.
All right. And then you went to Zillow to check there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I always do, and it's super simple, is I just do that, and then I usually something comes up. Because if you're a realtor, you want to be able to have people get a hold of you. But nope.
Yeah,
And
this
then I
guy's
sit.
not easy to find.
A little bit of a ghost. Did that one work? Is that the same as the other one? Virtual properties. Did you get it?
Did you send it to me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm in your message. I'm like looking for your message. That says it's home. Let's see if there's anything else. So 2522 is that one. That one, and he doesn't have anything there. And that one's that's that catch-all number, I have a feeling.
That one actually, I tried that one too, and it leads to a deadline.
Okay, so try the 2522. Let's see if there's anything else that comes up. I don't know why these people make it so hard. I mean, my television production company, here's a whole nother one. Oh, that's going to be part of homes.com. That won't be his. But I'd kill myself to answer the phone. There's no
some
way.
of these realtors, you'd think with the job of selling houses, they'd be easier to contact and pick up their phones a little more.
Yeah, but that's why they're selling homes and not investing in them.
That's a good point.
Because it's an easy way to. Here's another one. That's a different number too. So these are all. And then here, let's do one last. He's got a good enough name that I can do like a been verified. And he's in Duluth?
He's in Georgia, GA.
Yeah, Duluth, Georgia.
Oh yeah, Duluth, Georgia. I'm calling one of these numbers right now.
Okay. Maybe he's out of the business.
Yeah, it's also another. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another dead number.
Okay, now it's time to just go right to, is it a good property? You like it?
Well, I just saw that he was highly motivated. I try to stay away from some of these more fixer-upper ones.
Well, keep in mind, you're not the one fixing them up, and there's a lot of buyers that really like fixer-uppers, which I think is nuts.
Yeah, this one in the description just says he's highly motivated to sell, so I was thinking we might be able to get him a little lower on that price.
Here we go. Here's another one. I don't think we had this number either. Try this one. It's a
Another
404
one.
number, so I like it. I like that 69. This is from Ben Verified, and so this is his personal cell, probably.
404.
404. Yeah, 404 is Atlanta, so that might be better. But as you're calling those, I'll check and see if we can find the owner. 235. What's the? Tell me what you know about this house? Anything?
I don't know anything outside of the pictures. I haven't gotten a chance to call. It just says he's a very highly motivated seller in the description. Got a new water heater, tile flooring.
Okay.
It's sold as is.
Oh, and it says it's remodeled, so it might not look like this.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
well,
was-
no, it looks like no, it looks like it is remodeled. You can always tell when there's like, yeah. So let's see. Let's do this. I go to a thing called Regrid. This is a free service. You get 5 searches a day if you don't sign up, 25 if you sign up, but you're just signing up for free. They just get your email for marketing, I guess. There we go. And this will get you the owner. Owner Garcia. Oh, that's good. So
Hey,
it's a
Hector,
nice.
I'm calling about your listing, 4260 Dawson Highway. I just have a couple questions on your property. Could you tell me how recent these photos are? 2 months ago. So is it already re-renovated or does it still need work done?
Re-renovated.
Could you tell me a good idea of what's going on with the house? Any little repairs? Okay, and does the owner have a list of the things that he needs to get done on it or that we would have to get done on it? Okay, yeah, I would appreciate that. This number is fine. All right, cool. I would appreciate that. I'll go ahead and do that right now when we get off the phone. I appreciate it, Hector. All right, thank you. Bye.
All right. What do you say?
It's got quite a bit of repairs, he said, and he still needs to get done. He can give me some more photos as well as, what do you call it? Not an exact sheet of everything that needs to be wrong, but the photos of all the things that need to be fixed.
Okay, and another thing, when you get close to a contract, and this is what I'm finding more and more, is people want sellers' disclosures, and that's where they have to disclose everything that's wrong with the property, and so you can always ask for that too as part of it. So that's a good thing to do. Okay, re-renovated is not a word.
Oh, yeah, I just realized that.
It's like my mother-in-law likes to say, I'm going to unthaw some chicken for dinner. I'm like, oh, so we're freezing chicken for dinner? Because you don't unthaw, you just thaw it. You don't unthaw it. So that's like
on that one.
re-renovated. That's awesome. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I noticed that when after I said it and I heard you say re-renovated, I was like, ah, damn.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Well, cool, good. I'm glad we found him. And we didn't hear his side of it. Was there motivation on the part of the seller?
Yeah, he says the seller's really just trying to get rid of it.
I love when people say that. It's such a generic thing to say because I'm like, okay, can I have it for free? He really wants to get rid of it? Like, I want to have. Let's think of a. We need a comeback for that because I freaking hate it because it's never the case. So let's ask Chris Voss real quick what he would do. Hang on, I love this GPT that I've put together. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I want to have a rebuttal for that. That's really solid.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most common replies I get from
Every single time. And it's like, I don't know if they think that it makes us excited that, oh, wow, they really want to get rid of it. So golly, that lucky me. I hit it on the right day. Here, hang on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm a wholesale property buyer. And every time I talk to a realtor, constantly they say, oh, this seller just wants to get rid of this property. It's never the case. There's still a price tag attached to it, but I need a gentle but snotty rebuttal that I can say every time they do this because they say it every single time. What do you suggest? Okay, let's see what we get out of chat. Guys, use chat for as many things as you possibly can. Okay. Oh, man, that's probably the simplest one. Just repeat it back to them, which is he's saying, oh, they want to just get rid of it, and maybe they'll backpedal and say, well, I mean, they still want something's fair. So that's probably the best one to do. Sounds like they want to get rid of it, not just for free. So it is kind of what I was saying. How am I supposed to believe that they just want to get rid of it, or is there still a price on it? I think the simplest one is just repeat what they say.
Yeah.
I think that they just want to get rid of it. And I think that's going to be excellent for if we say that, they're going to open up and be like, yeah, well, the mother-in-law died in the bedroom downstairs, and so there's a lot of bad feelings. Or I think it'll give us a little bit more of their motivation without having to ask for it. So that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, that mirroring really works. I've been reading that book, Don't Split the Difference. And yeah, that really does work in conversation.
Well, and that's what I put. Yeah, so I put the entire book into my chat. And so chat is responding like he would respond. Because yeah, it's taking all the information from Never Split the Difference to answer the questions. It's kind of fun. Okay, so now we know a little bit more. Let's just find out what the comps are in the area. Let's do a quick one with the map. They already dropped it. Oh, just a little while ago, 20,000. So they're moving in the right direction. Let's see how long it's been up. 730. They started at 300,000 basically, and so now they're to 235.
Yeah.
Okay. So wow. They've been cranking it down.
They're so motivated.
Yeah, and they've had it forever. They bought it in 2006 for 135. Okay, let's check this neighborhood map real quick and see what's the neighborhood. And they're asking 235?
Let me go double check the price.
Oh, you're pretty good. No, that's what I think it said. Just you're in pretty good shape. These are all sold houses right next door. 299, 331, 329, 4. Yeah, this is something you want to get on because they're all. Oh, and it's on a bigger lot. Look at that. It's almost like a triple lot for 235. This is a good deal.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
So
you're near the water too. What water is that?
Yeah, really close to the water.
Because so that can Airbnb if that's a recreation water. Or an Atlanta Botanical Gardens. What's the name of that? Okay. No, I like this one a lot. Stay on this one. Because look how big that lot is compared to everybody else's. I would definitely come in at probably 190. Go ahead and break the 200 mark and just offer 190. Let's run the numbers. Yeah, cash would be 190. But again, we're setting them up for seller finance if we can.
Right.
So let's do
a
a cash offer of 190. Rent, I think that 2100 is a fair rent too. 190. We'll just put it at 2100. And it just barely cash flows, and so we can say less and explain, like, hey, I'm an investor. At $180,000, it only cash flows $150 a month. Okay, and so I hate, and this is where, like, use Chris Voss. Just like, I hate to give you this offer because it's a terrible offer, but it's all I can do because it doesn't cash flow and it needs a ton of work still. I got to fix up whatever. I mean, just landscaping, you can get away with, a $10,000, $15,000 complaint.
Right.
So yeah, I would do 180, and then if they're crushed by that, which hopefully they are, you can say, well, the only way I can make your 235 work is a set of payments, and I would go with 235. Their asking price.
Like $600 a month.
Let's see. 21 divided by 4.
Or 550.
Probably 550. But you can go up to 600. Let's start at 500. Okay. Just so you have some room to go. Awesome return for you. Awesome COC for a buyer. So if you can get it locked up there, you're golden. This can move all the way to 250, no problem. Keep this at 12 though, okay? So we want to keep that. Yeah. So yeah, I think this has got real possibilities. You need to stay on top of it though. It sounds like it's
going with a 180 offer.
Yeah, and he's sending over.
He just sent it already. I could actually forward it to you if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. So what all needs to be done still?
I'll get you the report.
Okay. Duluth, right? No, is that what this is? And you can blame it on
good properties there too.
Yeah, you can tell them like this is a complete like renovation inside. We got to do something with it. You can, and it's not bad. I think for 25 grand you could.
You have an email I can forward it to you through.
What's that?
You have an email I can forward this to you.
Yeah, it's Trent@TrentKamerman.com. Let me put it. We'll put it in the chat. Good. This is a good one. It's ugly, which is
great from the Section 8 today as well.
Oh, okay, cool. And remember, with Section 8, there's way more to it. It's finding a buyer that knows Section 8 too is really, that's where you want to be. So Facebook groups that do Section 8 is always a great one. Steven! Holy.
What's up?
Blast from the past. Hey, we're just right in the middle of getting this one taken care of, but Marco, is that it? I think we got you.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Okay, let me know. And you're sending that over to my email. I'll reach out to you too and see. But I think start there and get in there fast because I think it's I think you've got a good possibility of a seller finance here.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and get on that right now. Thanks, Trent.
Okay. All right. Steven, you're not in your like big puffy chair and we've got like a lifestyle change going on with you.
A little bit of a lifestyle change, moving around a little bit. Yeah. What's going on? How are you then?
Great. Yeah, we've been having a blast. We're killing it.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Just wanted to come on up and see if I can add some value to your Discord, answer any.
Always. You are nothing but value.
Yeah, I try. I try my best. We've launched a community called the Equity Carry Academy, where
Equity Carry Academy. Okay, send that. Put it in the chat so we can get people over there.
Yeah, let me do that. Let's.
Who's we?
There's about 90 of us so far.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and God, there's just so much. Basically, we are leveraging the seller's equity, and doing so, we can basically buy commercial assets as long as there is a cap rate of say 6-7% or more. What we do is we actually leverage the seller's equity and we carry that forward and give the seller pref equity in order for us to purchase their asset. So it's basically the Morby method on steroids.
Yeah. No kidding. Okay. And what like I'll give you an example real quick. I've got a house that I have $100,000 in equity. This is it.
Now, just as you're pulling that up, it's got to have enough net operating income to cover the lien in first position. So this works if you're talking to a seller and they want a large down payment. So this is great for Airbnb and co-living because there's got to be enough income coming in to cover the loan in first position, right?
Yep.
As well as the preferred equity and installment payments that we're giving the seller on their equity. So it's literally two closings. The first closing is we get a DSCR loan, and that DSCR loan is where the seller gets their cash.
Okay.
So let's say you're talking to a seller, they have a fourplex. They're basically asking for, call it $1 million, right? $250,000 a door. Let me let me share my screen so you can see.
Absolutely. Here, I'll stop with mine.
Okay.
Good. And this is commercial properties, right? This is mostly commercial.
For residential. If it's residential, there's got to be enough income to cover the payments to the DSCR lender. In some cases, that lender is going to have, call it a 7-8% interest rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we are, hypothetically giving the seller, and I'll show you my calculator so you guys can visualize what I'm talking about. Let me go to my underwriting and let me pull up my calculator.
Hey, and guys, if this interests you at all, make sure you join his school because it's building all the different strategies you can have is so important.
This is going to blow everybody's mind, including yours, Trent.
You're bringing up my nemesis, which is any kind of spreadsheet ever.
Okay, so let's use some round numbers. Let's use $1 million purchase price, $1 million asking price. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and then let's say this particular property is their NOI on this property is $10,000 or $120,000 a year. Okay. So we're looking at a property. We're basically looking at this particular property. Let's say you're talking to the seller and the seller is like, hey, I'm open to seller financing, but I want a large down payment, which is pretty much like 95% of the sellers you talk to, right? So if you're talking to a seller, you're like, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm interested in your fourplex. It's been on the market for 100 plus years, 100 plus days. If we could do something creative, would you be open to some type of seller financing? And they'll typically, the response is, yeah, but I want 30, 40, 50% down. So if they want, for example, 50% down, you would then plug in a 50% seller carry. So this is a column A, line 8. So you put in that 50%, and right here you can see over in column F, line 10, they're basically going to carry $500,000. We're going to come in with a down payment of $500,000, right? So you following so far?
Yep.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to over leverage the property. We're going to go out and we're going to find a lender that is going to give us a DSCR loan for, say, 60% LTV, right? So most lenders will go up as high as 70, in some cases 80%. And so if this is a commercial property, let's call this a residential property, 12 plus, we're going to conservatively say that lender in first position is going to give us, on the high side, a 9% interest rate. Okay. So interest only, no. We're coming in with a down payment of, again, $500,000. The seller is going to carry $500,000. We're going to get a lender that's going to give us a loan at, say, 60% LTV. That 60% LTV is where the seller is going to get their cash or their $500,000 down payment. Following so far?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're going to find a bridge lender that is going to lend us $400,000 for 6 minutes. So again, this is 2 closings. The
Yep.
first closing is the DSCR loan, with some type of transactional hard money lender. That $400,000 bridge loan, that hard money lender is going to charge us a 3% interest rate on average. So if you look at column J, line 12, that's where that 3% is. So that bridge loan is going to cost us $12,000. We're going to pay that transactional lender back. How we're going to pay that transactional lender back is through the seller carry. That seller carry is $500,000. So they are going to basically reinvest their equity back into the deal. So we're not going to take title on that property in our name. We're going to take title on that property in an LLC. So that entity, that new LLC entity structure is going to take title on that property. Following so far?
Yep.
And so we're going to give the seller preferred equity. And in order for us to make this deal work, we're going to basically carry their equity forward. We're going to pay back that bridge loan of $400,000, which means the cash to buyer at close of escrow is $100,000. So the investor buyer is literally getting paid at close of escrow $100,000. Now, let's say we're looking at this deal, their net after paying the bridge loan of $12,000 and their closing costs of $12,500, the investor buyer is literally going to get paid $75,500 at close of escrow with 110% financing.
So it is Morby.
It's more beyond steroids, but what we're doing is we're not recording that lien in second position. What we're doing is we're giving the seller preferred equity in an LLC. If we were to record
So
lien,
they're not in second position anymore.
They're not in second position any longer.
Because they hate that. That's the deal killer.
They freaking hate that.
Great. Okay, so let's simplify for everybody. Now, what matters is, well, first of all, how much are you paying for the 6-minute loan? That's 12 grand.
That's 12 grand.
Okay, so you want to be that guy.
You want to do that all day long.
Okay, but
So we have transactional lenders, we have DSCR lenders, we have commercial loan lenders that are comfortable with this strategy, and they will only do preferred equity. They do. The reason why you do not want to record that subordinate lien is it jeopardizes that lender in first position, creating mortgage fraud.
Oh, okay. So it is skating that in everybody's opinion, but you're going you're satisfying that it won't be that.
Correct.
Okay, for my guys that are in here, what should they be looking for? Is this something, because I've got a deal that is they want 5 million. It's 12 dual master suite, 1,600 square foot, brand new construction. He needs to get out of his construction loan. Is this something that would work for him?
Do you know what the net operating income would be if you were to run this as a short-term rental?
2,200 a month per unit on 12 units.
Okay, so this is a multifamily?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's also, they've each got their own APN, which is interesting too.
Okay,
So
so let's see if
It's
it
12
works.
of them. It's 12 of them, and that's for the main price.
So $5 million, $5 million. You're saying that the gross rent on this one is how much?
22 per unit, so 22.
22 times 12 is $26,000.
Right.
Okay, and so what is the loan that he has on in this particular property?
That's a construction loan, so it's maturing, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so
He has no equity.
he's got nothing but equity because he built them. So
Okay, he built them, but he needs out of that loan. What's the loan balance?
4 million.
4 million. Okay, so this works well if the seller has a minimum of 40% equity.
Okay.
We're going to get a DSCR loan that's going to basically be at around 70%. So in that case, this would not work.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Not work. This works for basically any property that has at least a minimum of around 40% equity.
Okay. Or
It
100% is better, right?
It has a cap rate going in at about 6% minimum.
Okay. And then what's the high end? How much can you do $100 million property, or does it have to be?
I can get proof of funds up to 100 million.
Okay. And if you ever need more, I've partnered up with the guy that can do 200 million per property.
We're doing a 226 single family home portfolio, and the purchase price on that is 74 million. So we're not afraid with going large. This equity carry method works really well, again, for commercial businesses backed by real estate. Anything, it will work for residential. You just need an actual cap rate of at least 6% going in. So you need enough of the monthly income to cover the debt service on that loan, as well as the seller carry. So if you look at line 17 and 18, that's basically your payments, right? So you can adjust this based upon what your NOI is going to be on column J, line 22.
Copy. Good. Okay. So what do my guys want to be looking for? These guys are hungry to find deals. So it's best if it's owned outright, correct?
Well, it's wonderful if it's owned outright, but if they have a loan, as long as they have a minimum of a 40% equity position,
Okay.
and some
That's
cases we
great.
can overpay for the property, but we always want to find a property that has a minimum of 40%. So let me share my screen. I'll jump into LoopNet and I'll give you a ton of examples of where you can go fishing for this. There are just a ton of opportunities out there. Right now we have 62 escrows, and I've launched this about 90 days ago with 90 students. We're averaging, 1 or 2 deals per student. We're on fire right now. There's just a ton of opportunities. Let me just stop sharing my screen and let me go into LoopNet really quick. Let me pull up my LoopNet, sharing my screen. And what I can do is I go live on Hold My Hand Wholesale at 8. I can jump in at 9. I can do the first hour with them and then the next hour with you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
go live a couple of days a week, kind of showing this method.
Anytime you want to come in, because this is very interesting to me, and I go brain dead when you guys start talking about this. The way you explained it right there helped a ton. It made
Well,
way
it's also great to kind of visualize the numbers, right? So let's look at, okay, we're at for sale. We're going to do USA, and then we're going to look at multifamily in the United States. So let's pull that up. And LoopNet is thinking. Let me close some of these other windows here.
That's my problem.
Yeah, I get just a ton of windows. USA, enter. There we go. All right, can you see my screen? Can you see LoopNet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we are looking at multifamily throughout the United States. We can go here to additional filters. We're going to remove auctions. We want to exclude pending sales. We're going to look at everything multifamily. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to cap rate. We're going to pump in an 8% cap rate. And then we also want to do keyword owner financing. Hit search. Got 19 results that have a huge cap rate of, 8% or more, where they're open to owner financing. Here's a property in my backyard where I used to live in Fall River, Massachusetts. Let's pull that one up. Sitting at a 10 cap. Stephanie Barbruski. Let's give Stephanie a call really quick. Let's see what we have here. So we have basically a handful of opportunities that would work quite well. I've already pre-screened them, so we know that they're open to seller financing. 0324. Let's give Stephanie a call.
Hey guys, do you see how much underwriting you did? None. Get on the phone. Get on the phone.
Stephanie, Stephen Glode here, LPT Commercial Real Estate. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. I'm calling from California, but I used to live in Massachusetts, and I was calling on your multifamily on Columbia Street. Wonderful, small world. I'm curious. I was looking at this, and I was wondering if your seller would be open to doing something creative here.
Financing at the moment. He's actually trying to sell this building to buy another one.
So they came in with a large down payment.
I don't think so. I mean, listen, you can throw in it. We do have an offer on the table, but you can throw in an offer and I'll always present it.
Yeah, would you, if you want to just text me your email address, I can
Sure.
get you over an offer here fairly quickly. All right. Yeah, text me your email address and I'll get you an offer here within 30 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so let's look at an offer on this bad boy. So we're looking at 337 Columbia Street. Let me go here and pull up the address. Now we have something really cool. I think you're going to like this. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if you're looking at my screen. We created an LOI generator.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so using white label, go high level, we're actually we put together a customized LOI generator that we can then plug in the information to basically get this deal and get an offer out to the seller with a few clicks of a button. So let me show you how we can do that here relatively quickly. We'll grab this address, 337 Columbia Street. We'll go to the LOI generator. Let's plug in that address and look that up. It's searching, and let's see if anybody on my team is working on that. Give it a second. While that's pulling that up, see, it says no opportunity found for that address. So then we'll go here, and then let's underwrite this really quick. This one is, they're asking 719,000 at a 10% cap rate. So that's basically bringing in what, 71,000. So let's go to the underwriting on this one. Let's do 719,000. Oop, wrong one. Let's go here. Make sure you guys are seeing my screen because I moved
Yep,
over.
we got you.
Okay, cool. Make sure you guys are following along here. So let's go and put in $719,000. $719,000. They are basically bringing in $71,000 at a 10% cap rate divided by 12. So the NOI on this one is, let's call it $6,000. We're going to come in with a 50% down payment. And we're going to get a lien in first position at basically call it 60%. So we're at 110% financing. At 110% financing, the investor buyer is going to walk with $54,285 after paying a bridge loan and closing costs. We can easily put in, call it a $30,000 assignment on this one. So that's the assignment fee. The investor buyer is walking with around $25,000 and then cash flowing at 110% financing, $1,230. Mind blowing, right?
Unbelievable. No, this is great. And this is, I mean, again, this is easy stuff once you get into it and understand what's going on. Hey, Stephen, having you here is great. Tell me more about your group. What's it cost to get into it? What's going on there?
Yeah, so basically you can join into the Equity Carry Academy. Let me share my screen on the Academy. And we'll do that. Can you see my screen
Yep.
still? Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So basically, joining the Equity Carry Academy, you're looking at a monthly fee of $97 a month. The $97 a month will get you into a training classroom. The calendar, we have classes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then students have a student call on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. And then we do an open mic on Saturdays from 12 to 2. So you're looking at essentially 12 hours a week of training. And then in the classroom itself, you have access to our JV agreement and NDAs. There's coaching and customer calls that you can get access to. So if you have a client that's open to seller financing, but they want a large down payment, but you need help with me closing the deal, you can bring me into that call for free. We have LOI property statuses. You, of course, get access to the underwriting calculator. Of course, you also get the LOI template. You get access to our proof of funds up to $100 million. We have an LLC JV agreement that you can leverage. You also can leverage our credibility package. So we have obviously the 341 doors I own in Florida. We have the self-storage development we're doing that's $79 million in El Dorado Hills, as well as a development that we're doing in North Augusta. And then you have access to all these recordings. So these are all the calls that we have basically that have been recorded since we started the Academy. And then I want to show you, let me show you our deal tracker. This is where things get really exciting. This is where the proof is in the pudding. Let me go to the Equity Carry Academy. And then we have the dispo, and then this is the ECA dispo deals. So let me also pull up the Stephen students.
Now, are you JVing on these?
I'm JVing. I'm pretty much on all of them.
Perfect. And what's the JV agreement?
50-50 split.
Okay, sweet.
Yep, 50-50 split. Average assignments $30,000.
Good for you. Good job.
And so right now you're looking at my dispo sheet, and then we also have let me pull up. Where is that? That was right here. So you can see these are all the deals that we have. These are our current escrows. These are going into escrow. These are current escrows. And then right now we have a list of deals that we're currently marketing that we are moving into escrow. So these are around 30 deals right now that are under contract, that we're moving into deals. And then we have deals that did not come together, right? So
Yep.
in the first, I think, 75 days, we have 59 transactions.
Unbelievable.
Crazy, right?
And that's all you've been up to? Like,
That's what I'm up to.
you've just been chilling.
Just chilling. Been
That's
just relaxing.
no, that's amazing.
Yeah, just been relaxing. So,
Hey, guys, look into this because it's a situation where you always want to get around people that are smarter than you are. And Stephen has been doing this forever because you can see how old he is.
right.
Yeah, but he's built like a friggin' brick castle. Nice, really good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Let me know. We'll get kids in there. And everybody. I mean, this is great. This is the next level. This is commercial, and this is. I know you can do it with single family homes too, but the commercial is where you want to be, and that's great. Really great.
Larger opportunities, and I'll jump in here. I'll try to get in here a few days a week so I can.
You have an open anytime. Just come in and we'll bring you up for sure, and we'll stop what we're doing because this is important. I want you guys to know as many strategies as possible.
Absolutely. Let's get some deals done together, and if you'd like, I can continue making some more phone calls, or if you guys want to just, I don't know where you guys are at as far as your dating.
In the chat, you guys want to hear more? Let's see what you guys say. Yes, we got a yes from Peter. Make some calls. Yeah, let's do it. Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's let me just make sure. Can you see let me share my screen in LoopNet really quick here.
Okay. No screen yet. Yep,
There
we're
it
seeing it's coming up.
All right, you should be able to see that now. So we just called on that opportunity on Columbia Street. We'll get an offer out on that one. We have a 2-unit.
Guys, I want you guys to see how quick these things are happening. Okay, so he's not belaboring anything. He's not, and his cadence on the phone is very to the point, but incredibly friendly at the same time. And so it doesn't have to be a, hey, how's your day going? It's not that. It's, hey, this is who I am. Here's what we're going to do. And, I'm calling about this address, and now here we're moving on. And so he made a promise of a half hour, which is reasonable. So he didn't under promise and under deliver. I mean, over promise, under deliver. He's under promising and he'll over deliver. So that LOI will be there faster than the half hour. And so that builds credibility. So he's killing it.
Let me run into this deal right here. This is a 12 unit. Oh, they're asking for cash only. Oh, interesting. Let's see here. I wonder why they're looking for cash only. Let me call and see if they're open to doing anything creative. I'm wondering if this is deeply distressed and there's no occupancy, so therefore it wouldn't qualify for a loan. I've talked to Rebecca before. Stephen Glode, LPT Commercial Real Estate.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, Rebecca. Stephen Glode here, LPT Commercial Real Estate. I know we spoke before in the past, but I was just circling back on the Columbus Apartments at 1301 20th Street. Feel free to give me a call back at your convenience. You can reach me at 916-316-4472. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye for now. Hey, Timothy. I'm doing fantastic, sir. How about yourself? Okay, Tim it is. Oh.
We're very close. I think we've almost got a deal. They want 20% down. That's the big clincher here as far as from their side. They feel like, you know, it's $7 million and 20% down is very reasonable considering that they're acting as the bank. The only other thing that they wanted to know is what is the intended use? And I said, well, I believe it's an RV park, but that's what I was led to believe, but they would like to know that. And then the other piece that's very important is that document that I sent, which had all that legal jargon in it. That was a document that I pulled from another deal just to move this thing along, Stephen, and I just substituted verbiage in there, and I think I told you that. And it was mostly to convey that that the $200,000 was not earnest money, but a non-refundable option fee. The deal I pulled that from was a fellow that was trying to buy 3 acres to add it to 7 acres to make a 10-acre deal so he could do a development. And he was a real pain. So I was trying to move this thing along. So I just grabbed that document and basically filled in the blanks, but left all the legal jargon there. They don't like that document. And I agree with them. But again, I was just trying to move this thing along so we could get a deal and have some conversation. And I didn't want to wait 2 weeks for an attorney to do whatever he had to do. And in North Carolina, I can't write anything that says the earnest money is a non-refundable option fee myself. So I just put it in a document that I found from a recent deal that basically was similar, but they don't like all the jargon in there that talks about things like the 20% is going to be paid back, come out of a loan, because obviously you're doing a hard money thing, and they're doing seller financing, so that's not applicable. And they don't like the fact that it talks about utility bills and things like that need to be supplied by the seller, because there's, you know, just so much documentation that this thing required from the other deal that really is not applicable. They're going to give you everything they have, but remember, he's 87 years old, and I do have a stack of paperwork 3 inches thick with all the engineers and government letters. And, you know, as soon as we get this deal struck and you sent the option money, that's going to be forwarded to you immediately. So I think we have a deal if you're good with 20%. Everything else seems very minuscule to me.
Question for you. What if we were to change the seller carry from 24 months to 12 months, and, you know, keeping the down payment low, but in essence by, you know, gosh, the 3rd month, he would have that 20%.
20, he would have it by the 3rd month in what way?
Well, we're basically taking that 7 million and we're breaking that up into 12 equal payments, correct? So
You need to do it if you want, but the way I had structured this thing is, you know, I took your LOI and just kind of messed around with it, and I wasn't perfect with it, so I showed a monthly payment with principal and interest, but they're prepared to wait for the interest till the end of the year.
okay.
So they're prepared to get no payments at all until the end of the year or the end of the 24 months. So they're good with 24 months if you need 24 months, but they would like at least the first interest payment to be at the end of month 12, which would be roughly $30,000, I guess. And then, so they're willing to carry this thing for you. They just feel like 20% just makes them feel more comfortable, and maybe they can do some things they're trying to do on their end.
Okay. Well, let me circle back with my team and get back to you once I get an answer. Yep. I appreciate your time, Tim. All right. Talk soon. All right. Bye-bye. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I literally was hanging up with Rebecca, and then I got another call for another deal that I'm working on.
No, we love that. That's awesome. So, so why not the 20%, that 1.4 million?
Let me pull up that deal so you guys can see what I'm working on here. Give me a second.
And Steve, you're welcome to come in anytime because this is money. We love this kind of stuff.
Oh my God, guys, I think your heads would spin if I could show you what I'm working on. Your heads would spin.
I think they're spinning right now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let me show you this one deal. This is going to blow your guys' mind here.
So was that raw land that you're talking about?
No, let me pull that one up. Give me just a second. So this is a development opportunity. The seller is in his 80s. He purchased 82 acres. Let me pull this up really quick. Give me just a second so you guys
Sure.
can see this real time. Here we go. This is going to blow your mind. All right. Can you, let me,
Yeah,
you can see it now,
the
okay?
marina and campground? Okay.
Yeah, so this particular property is an 82-acre incomplete marina and RV campground, right?
Yeah.
So the net operating income at an 8 cap, right, just at a low conservative cap rate based upon the number of sites. So this one has, let me scroll this down. This has 109 boat slips and 250 RV spots. So at an 8 cap, when this is complete and basically stabilized, is worth $18 million. So I have investors that will lend hard money on the purchase as well as the amount of money it's going to take to get this thing stabilized. So all in, we're going to be under 10 million at a 70% loan to value. You know, we're going to be able to pay back that hard money lender, cover our carrying costs, as well as any of the developmental costs to get this thing stabilized, and we'll have cash back at the time of refinancing into perm debt. And so the stabilized value at a conservative 8 to 9 cap is 18/19 million dollars.
Delicious. What do you now? Let me ask you. What do you do in?
Okay.
What do you do in the case that this is a business as well?
This is a business as well. So yes.
So what's your buyer? You're looking for a buyer that wants a business.
We do businesses backed by real estate utilizing this method, correct? So this is a 82-acre, opportunity where we're going to go in and literally, basically, just stand up a business. Based on your comps in the area, we should have this stabilized within 12 to 16 months. Everything is in place. The guy just ran out of money and he's 82 years old and wants to sell.
And the utilities look like they're all run. Everything's pretty much
Good run.
Yeah, everything's dialed.
Everything is dialed. There's the marina. Are you guys seeing the video?
Yeah, the video is amazing. Is this mostly a summer place
No,
or is it year round?
Yeah, this is year round. This is a complete year round. We could even go as far as converting this into a mobile home park and having more stable, versus doing RV versus mobile home park and actually increase the income.
Yeah, turn it into a boat mobile home community. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, man, just working.
I love it. No, I love it. You're going 80 different directions, but it's all very organized, which is insane. I love it.
We're just hammering.
I love it. Okay, guys. If this is the kind of stuff that interests you, Steven's the place to go. I trust Steven implicitly. He is a good dude, and he's always good to everybody. And so, he's got the information. And so, the more information you can get in these situations, the better. That's the whole point of this whole thing. What I'm doing is more entry level. What he's doing is more, college level. So, really, really great. And there's the
FYI, guys. If you jump into the academy, and if I don't change your world and you don't see the value, I offer a 30-day money back guarantee. So, You just send me a message and I'll Venmo you back the $97 if you don't find the value in jumping into the academy. We have over 90 students in the academy, and we launched this literally, gosh, less than 90 days ago. I want to say 75 days ago, and folks keep on coming back. So we have a little over 60 transactions, a little under 20 escrows, 30 deals that are teed up that we're looking for investor buyers, and growing daily. So
That's awesome.
the economy's tough out there, and it's tough for sellers to get what they're asking for. And if you are talking to a seller, especially in the commercial space, and they're, open to doing something creative and they're open to seller financing, but they want a large down payment, it's the equity carry method for the win. So it's literally the Morby method, but on steroids. We eliminate any chance of mortgage fraud by giving the seller a preferred equity position in the LLC. And by taking title within that LLC, we protect the seller. And so let me share my
And that's-
LLC.
That has been the biggest problem with any Morby method thing is the sellers do not want to be in second position, and so this alleviates that. And so you're calling it carry.
It's the equity carry method. So let me show you.
Equity.
Yep. Let me show you a LOI that you guys can see how we protect the seller. So date modified. Let me pull up something that you guys can refer to. This is one that I'm working on here in Northern California. It's a development opportunity. It's a little bit on the stress side, but let me share my screen here so you guys can see the LOI template that we use. Here is the Word. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one right here. So walking through the LOI, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So basically, we come in here with this letter of intent. We have the address, the agent in question. Instant Hotels is pleased to offer you this purchase price of 1.7. What we do is we give them their asking price 1.7, but what we're going to do is we're going to do 50% down. In this case, I believe it's a third, 40% down. So the seller expressed that they wanted at least $840,000 in order for them to move forward with this. So we got their number of $840,000. We're looking for them to carry $910,000 at a 0% payment in a 10-year balloon. So we're not giving them any payments on their preferred equity, right? So because this park is underperforming and they're at about a 50% occupancy, we're not necessarily able to cash flow immediately. So we're not giving them any payments on their equity in a 10-year balloon. This basically goes through the stages, right? So the first stage is an all cash closing. The second stage is the seller financing and installment sale, which is basically we're taking title within an LLC. That LLC basically takes the title of the property. If we fail to make payments, if we were to give the seller equity, or at least payments on this on their equity, aka the installment payments, we can then basically, if the buyer fails to make 2 consecutive payments, the seller would push us out of that entity structure. Here is a step-by-step text, kind of a flow chart, as you will, how this works. So it shows the purchase price. It shows that we're going to give them $840,000. The remaining $910,000 is not paid out in cash, but becomes the seller's equity carry or preferred equity inside the buyer's LLC. So we're going to create a new LLC for the purchase, and the seller is going to get a minority share in that LLC. Basically, if the buyer defaults, the seller takes back that LLC. Here's the benefits to the seller: immediate cash. This particular case, we're not giving any monthly payments. And then we have the seller protection clause. Going through the commissions, I'm actually a licensed agent, and this is in California. So I'm getting basically a commission working as the buyer's agent representing the principal buyer, which is also myself. This goes over the deposit, the EMD, inspection period. what we need to basically ensure that we have all the information necessary for our due diligence. And then the last page is the signature piece. This is the LOI that goes out to the client. I've said a mouthful.
You have said a mouthful and a half. No, and it's great. I mean, this is such good stuff. Again, guys, I'm teaching you how to get started. He's teaching you how to finish. It's really, you know, the stuff he's gonna teach you is, I would say, after you get a couple deals and you've got that money, it's time to move over and start doing the bigger stuff for sure. It's really great. Excellent.
There's a way for you guys also to build your own portfolio. So you don't.
Absolutely. That's my focus for sure.
Yeah.
I
So
want them to buy stuff.
yeah, you guys can buy stuff with this method. And also you can also syndicate when you are purchasing. So if you don't have the credit or you can't qualify for a loan, you can bring in a credit sponsor and give them a percentage equity in that entity. So therefore, you may not necessarily get the deal because you don't qualify for that DSC or a lender, but you can bring in a Trent or you can bring in a Steven to come in and actually qualify that for that loan. And then you can negotiate some type of equitable split in that transaction.
And that's
And-
lifetime money. That's not I'm going to go buy a Corvette money. That's lifetime money. That's where
Literally.
you want.
Literally. Guys, I got to run to another call.
Hey, you made my day. This was a great surprise. And please, like, do not hesitate. Anytime you want to come in, these guys are loving this. And I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure. If you want to do like kind of residential in the first hour, I'll jump in and help you guys do a little commercial on the latter part of the session. And
Yeah, perfect.
you know,
That works anytime.
all right, cool.
We're-
Thanks,
we're-
everyone.
Yeah, we're super fluid. So whenever you come in, that's awesome.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a great day.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Well, that was a nice surprise. That was awesome. That's huge information, guys, and that's where we should be. This is great. Super good day. Okay. We'll be back again tomorrow, 8 a.m. We'll do some of the other stuff that we always do, and we can be looking forward to Steven popping in every now. He's got so much information, so it is confusing as crapola. So, but the more we hear about it, the more you're going to get it, and so it's like learning a language. Because again, I've heard Morby method forever, but I've never liked the fact that you're in second position as a seller, and sellers hate it. They're like, well, why do I want to be in second? So, okay, let's keep it going. I will talk to you guys. You bet, guys. Hey, it's awesome. Oh, did Marilyn put that in there? Oh, no. Okay, I thought Marilyn was thanking herself. Alrighty, guys. Excellent. Alrighty. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. See ya.